My friend, let me ask you something right at the start. Have you ever been fast asleep only to be suddenly woken up in the middle of the night by a painful cramp in your calf or your thigh? It feels like your muscle has turned into a tight rock that will not let go. You try to stretch, you try to rub it out, but the pain keeps stabbing you until it finally lets go, leaving you sore and restless. If you have lived past 60, chances are you know exactly what I am talking about. Leg cramps are not just a nuisance. They can ruin your sleep, make you scared to move, and even keep you from enjoying simple things like a walk in the park or playing with your grandchildren. But here is the truth that many doctors do not tell you clearly enough. There are 7 powerful vitamins that can stop these cramps, relax your muscles, and make your legs strong again. These vitamins are like the missing puzzle pieces that your body is begging for, especially as you get older. Without them, your muscles misfire, your circulation slows down, and your legs weaken. With them, you can sleep peacefully, wake up with more energy, and walk without fear of sudden cramps. And here is the most important part. The sooner you add these vitamins, the faster you feel relief. So stay with me, because I will walk you through each of these 7 vitamins one by one, explain why they work, how they protect your legs, and the best ways to get them from foods or supplements. And do me a favor. As Ulysse, share comments vitamin you missing the most. Your story could help another senior watching right now who feels alone with their pain. Now let us begin with the first vitamin. Vitamin number 1 is magnesium. If there is one mineral that your muscles cry out for when you cramp, it is magnesium. This mineral acts like a natural relaxer for your muscles. It helps your nerves send signals correctly and keeps your muscles from locking up. When your magnesium is low, the communication between your brain and your muscles goes haywire. That is why your leg suddenly seizes up out of nowhere. Seniors are especially at risk because as we age, our bodies absorb less magnesium from food, and many common medications also flush it out of your system. Imagine trying to drive your car without oil in the engine. That grinding sound is what your muscles feel like without magnesium. I remember talking to a gentleman named Carl who is 72. He told me his nightly leg cramps were so bad he was afraid to fall asleep. He would wake up yelling from the pain, and his wife would rush to rub his calves. When he started taking magnesium-rich foods like almonds, pumpkin seeds, and dark leafy greens, along with a small magnesium supplement recommended by his doctor, within 2 weeks his cramps almost disappeared. He said it felt like a miracle. If you have ever had a night like Carl, let me know in the comments. Vitamin number 2 is vitamin D. Now, most people think of vitamin D only for bones, but it is just as critical for muscle function. Vitamin D helps your body absorb calcium properly, and calcium is the spark that makes muscles contract and relax in harmony. Without vitamin D, that spark misfires, leaving you with spasms, cramps, and weakness. Here is the sad part. Most seniors are deficient in vitamin D because we spend less time in the sun and our skin does not produce it as well as it used to. I knew a woman named Linda, age 68, who struggled with both weak legs and cramps. Her doctor checked her vitamin D and found it was very low. Once she began taking a safe daily supplement and got some gentle morning sunlight, her legs grew steadier, her cramps eased, and she felt more confident walking without fear of falling. Imagine being able to walk with that kind of confidence again. If you have ever had your vitamin D checked, tell me in the comments what your number was and whether you were surprised by it. Vitamin number 3 is vitamin B12. This is one many seniors overlook. Vitamin B12 keeps your nerves healthy. Think of your nerves as the electrical wiring in your body. If the wiring is frayed, the signals spark and misfire, leading to tingling, numbness, and cramps in your legs. Unfortunately, as we get older, our stomach makes less acid, and that means we absorb far less B12 from food. And if you take acid reflux medication, the risk of deficiency doubles. One of my patients years ago was a retired teacher named Robert. He had tangling feet and with balance. Everyone thought it was just aging until a simple blood test showed his B12 was very low. With B12 injections and later high-dose supplements, his cramps vanished, his legs felt steadier, and he even said he felt like his mind was sharper. That is the power of this vitamin. If you are watching and have ever felt both cramps and brain fog, drop a comment because it could be connected to B12. Vitamin number for is vitamin E. You may know it as the skin vitamin, but it is also a circulation vitamin. Vitamin E protects your blood vessels from damage and keeps the blood flowing smoothly. Better circulation means more oxygen and nutrients reach your leg muscles, keeping them from cramping up. Poor circulation, on the other hand, makes your muscles starve and scream in pain. I once spoke to a 75-year-old veteran who had stubborn night cramps. His doctor suggested trying vitamin E for circulation support. After a few weeks of adding vitamin E-rich foods like sunflower, seeds and spinach, plus a modest supplement, he noticed a major drop in cramps. He told me it was like his legs finally had life in them again. If you have ever noticed your cramps get worse when your feet feel cold or your circulation feels poor, tell me in the comments because you are not alone. Vitamin number 5 is potassium. Everyone knows potassium for heart health, but it is also one of the most vital electrolytes for muscles. Potassium and sodium must stay in perfect balance. If potassium is low, your muscles contract without relaxing, leading to cramps. Bananas are famous for potassium, but seniors often need more than just a banana a day. Foods like sweet potatoes, avocados, and beans are excellent sources. One lady I met named Grace was 70 and kept getting leg cramps during her gentle yoga sessions. She thought she was drinking enough water, but the real problem was low potassium. Once she added more potassium-rich foods to her diet, she said her yoga sessions were smooth again with no painful surprises. If you ever had cramps during exercise, share your story below. Vitamin number 6 is calcium. You cannot talk about muscles without calcium. Every single contraction of a muscle, from your heart beating to your calf flexing, depends on calcium. Seniors, especially women after menopause, are often low in calcium, leading to both weak bones and cramping muscles. Calcium works hand in hand with vitamin D, so you need both. A neighbor of mine, Ellen, was 70 for when she started getting severe cramps in her thighs. She thought it was just arthritis, but after her doctor checked her levels, she was told her calcium was too low. She began adding dairy, fortified plant milks, and a calcium supplement. Within a month her cramps reduced dramatically. She could finally go on walks again, without fear. If you know someone who avoids dairy and still gets cramps, Tell us in the comments so they can see they are not alone. Finally, vitamin number 7 is vitamin B6. This vitamin helps your body use magnesium and create neurotransmitters that regulate muscle movement. Without enough B6, your magnesium does not work properly and cramps become common. Seniors on certain medications, especially for blood pressure or diabetes, often lose B6 more quickly. Remember George, âge 69, who had leg cramps. When his doctor checked, he was low in B6, with supplements and more foods like chicken, salmon, and chickpeas. His cramps improved, his sleep got better, and even his mood lifted. Sometimes one missing vitamin can affect your whole body. Now let us bring this together. Magnesium, vitamin D, B12, E, potassium, calcium, and B6. These 7 vitamins form the shield that protects seniors from leg cramps and keeps the legs strong. Without them, cramps rob your sleep, weaken your confidence, and steal your joy. With them, you restore circulation, nerve health, muscle balance, and peace of mind. I want you to pause for a moment and think about which of these 7 vitamins you might be missing. Is it magnesium from not eating enough seeds and greens? Is it vitamin D from not getting enough sunlight? Is it B12 from stomach changes or medication? Your story matters, and when you share it in the comments, you may inspire another senior to take action and finally stop their cramps. And please remember this: you are not weak, you are not broken. Leg cramps are not just part of aging, they are a signal from your body asking for what it needs. By giving your body these 7 vitamins, give yourself the gift strong, calmenide, and align in more freedom. So, my friend, promise yourself today that you will not just live with cramps. Take one step, choose one VILIQ. If this video has spoken to your heart, drop a comment right now and tell me which vitamin you will start with. And do not forget to like and subscribe, because we will keep bringing you more ways to protect your health and live with strength after 60. You deserve nights without cramps, walks without fear, and a body that supports you every step of the way. And it begins with these 7 vitamins.